Hello, welcome back. We are going to get my life in order this week because I have either had visitors in town or have been traveling for the last 4 weeks and am just not feeling like myself. So we are going to do a home reset, cleaning and organizing. There's some life admin I've been putting off that I need to check off my list. Most importantly, we are going to meal plan and meal prep so I can eat my meals at home this week. First, I need to clean up the kitchen a little bit because there's not going to be any cooking going on in here with the way that it looks right now. And then we're gonna sit down and pick out the meals that I wanna make this week and place the grocery order. I grabbed 3 of my favorite cookbooks that I have been using lately to pull recipes from. There's also one recipe that I've saved online for a dupe of the Starbucks potato cheddar egg bakes, and I want to make those for sure for breakfast prep. And I know I want to make a high protein vegetable dip and then make my own vegetable platter for the week so I can easily grab that out and have my veggies ready to go. So those are probably 2 things I know that I want to do. I want to make a salad dressing as well, just to have on hand. Other than that, I don't know what the main meals are going to be this week. Okay, I found the recipe for a cottage cheese dip that I want to make from the So Easy So Good cookbook. I've made a few things from here, but not as many as the other 2. I need to get my computer because I always place my grocery orders online for pickup, so I want to start putting all of these in my cart. Okay, I have the grocery order placed. We are going to make Greek turkey meatballs tonight with a cucumber tomato salad. I'm going to double the recipe so we have enough for leftovers for lunch or dinner. And then I have a list of everything I want to meal prep tomorrow. I was going to try to make everything today, but after looking at the time, I think that it is a much better plan to clean out the refrigerator tonight, put the groceries away, and meal prep the one meal, and then we will regroup tomorrow on the home reset and the meal prepping. I realized I have all of the ingredients for the high protein blueberry muffins that I wanted to make, so we're gonna go ahead and do that while I wait to go pick up the groceries. It's better to use ripe bananas, so that is also why my bananas are looking like this. I love making these at the start of the week. They don't have the same texture as a normal muffin. They don't have any flour in them, so they're gluten-free. There's really only 4 main ingredients: bananas, eggs, maple syrup, and peanut butter, but I also add a touch of cinnamon and vanilla extract for a little bit more flavor. They're so fast and easy. groceries, and since I haven't gone grocery shopping in quite a while, there's a lot. I was hoping that I timed this to where they would be ready when Tyler got home, but he's running late tonight, so I ended up bringing them all in myself. I do not like carrying them in from my car on my own, but that's okay. These away now. I kind of want to do a mini haul, but if I'm going to use the items in a recipe that we are going to meal prep later in the video, I don't want to show it now because you'll see it again, but I'll show you some of the staples that I get. This also looks a lot worse than it is because when you do the grocery pickup, sometimes they really pack the bags in an odd way. Like there will be 2 things in the bag if you only order 2 frozen things because they group it by section like that. So anyhow, let us get started. I'm a little out of breath, which is kind of embarrassing from bringing those from my car into here. I don't know what's happening. Eggs, these are a staple. I feel like eggs are the thing I make the most when I don't have anything on hand to make. I will do breakfast a lot, and I also love a jammy egg, and I love like a rice bowl with eggs on top if I don't have any other protein. Spinach, because I'm trying to eat more vegetables. I am not great about getting enough vegetables in my diet, but that is why I'm doing the prepping and planning this week. These are the best pickles, and I saw an idea to make a bowl with pickles and little like buffalo chicken pieces or grilled chicken pieces and cottage cheese, and I thought that that looked really good. And I love coconut water. I make my pink like hydration drink all the time. This is what I use. The Harmless Harvest coconut water. I always get my 2 bananas at the start of the week, and then I let them ripen throughout the week so they are better to bake with. I don't know if we're having tacos this week, but I always like to have stuff on hand for an easy taco night, and these are my favorite. I really like the Siete corn shells. They have 2 different types, and the corn ones are better in my opinion. And my favorite taco seasoning. Ooh, I will be using this actually. I think I'm just gonna make ground chicken with the Siete mild taco seasoning tonight so I can give Tyler some for work tomorrow, and then that way my lunch will be done for tomorrow too, or at least a piece of it. I got these for Tyler. I don't love these. They kind of hurt my stomach. I just am really sensitive and I can't do that much spice, but these are good if you want a protein snack and you aren't me. Sorry if it is ever not focusing on the right thing. I keep not catching it, but these are pickled red onions, and I like to make these myself, but I don't always take the time to do it, so I thought I would just have some on hand too in case I don't end up having time, because they make Greek bowls taste so much better. Kale, I am, like I said, trying to get more greens in. So one of the things I'm gonna make is just an easy homemade dressing with tahini, and I like it with kale. And I'll honestly eat it just by itself with the dressing, but sometimes I'll put pumpkin seeds or sliced almonds or nutritional yeast or something like that. But I feel like I never make the salad to go with my meals and eat more greens if I don't have the dressing already made. So I already decided we're just gonna make that at the start of the week, and I think it will make me actually eat the kale that I buy. More coconut water because I also really enjoy the organic sparkling one. Heavy. Oh, it's just produce, lemons, avocado, sweet potato, and onion. This is just more produce. Cucumber, green onion, mushrooms. I love mushrooms. Basil and mint. I might do a ramen this week. I couldn't decide, or I will sometimes do these in an egg scramble or an omelet. Onion, pico, pineapple. Cucumbers, carrots, blackberries, blueberries. My favorite cottage cheese, I will use this as a swap sometimes or a way to add more protein and things, but I also like eating it like as a snack. So good. I got tzatziki for the Greek bowls and hummus. I really like this one. Ithaca hummus, olive oil, and sea salt. My tahini for my dressing, queso, feta, and perfect bars. Honestly, I don't love eating these unless I have to, but since I made my muffins and I'm gonna make the egg bakes, I don't think I'll eat this as much, but this is my go-to breakfast if I do not have anything and I'm on the go, so I do like to have these in the refrigerator just in case. Coconut milk because I cannot keep getting like lattes and matchas out. I want to try to find a recipe that makes me enjoy making them at home. That has been a struggle. Some better for you sodas. I love this Greek yogurt. This is my favorite brand. It is really creamy and good. This is more for Tyler's lattes. This is actually really good though. Or we'll use it to make dirty sodas with like a Poppy or an Olipop. I think this was the one frozen item that I had. I like these. I am trying to eat less processed food, but these really help me get protein in if I don't feel like cooking something from scratch. So I'll eat these with my eggs sometimes. Okay, this is our favorite treat from Whole Foods. Their Rice Krispies are amazing, so we will get one a week. Pita, these are for my mom. These are the Nixie root beers for Tyler's dirty soda that he likes to make. Peanut butter and chicken broth. I think I only have one bag left. Oh, and this one's just my meat. Really? Oh gosh, dropped it. But I have ground chicken and chicken breast in here. Ooh, I think I have ground turkey too. Okay, yeah, I have all of it. So those are my go-to proteins for the week. Now I gotta put all of this away. I didn't fully plan out the second dinner that we'll need to make for the week, but I got enough that I think we'll be able to do a build your own bowl, or I can do a very mini grocery run after, but I did get all of my proteins, so I'll at least be able to prep all of those. I realized I did not update you, but I went ahead and prepped the ground chicken for our work week lunches with taco seasoning, and I'm gonna do the Greek turkey meatballs and cucumber tomato salad tomorrow for Tyler and my parents. They invited me over for dinner tonight because they're staying at an apartment nearby, and I realized it was getting way too late and I was not going to have time to do everything. So that was really nice to get to eat with them, and then we're gonna do that tomorrow along with the rest of the meal prepping and cleaning. It is time to make the Greek meatballs. I normally would do this just at dinner time so we could eat it fresh for the first time, but I want to go to Pilates tonight. With all of the visitors and travel, I got out of my Pilates routine, and that is one of the most grounding things that I do. I just got my own machine and I love being able to do it at home. I am so thankful for it, especially with the way weekend beach traffic is. I am not wanting to leave Laguna on the weekends, but during the week, I like going. I work by myself at home, so getting the community aspect and then the form correction in person is really helpful, and then I can kind of implement that at home when I do it myself. So I'm really looking forward to Pilates tonight, but I didn't want to eat too late, so I thought I would just meal prep dinner now and then maybe make that high protein dip as well. And we'll see if I make the breakfast today. I think I want to meal prep breakfast tomorrow. I don't always like doing it in one big sitting. It then becomes overwhelming and not fun for me. I want to make sure that I keep things feeling like something I look forward to doing and not something I dread. We're gonna make the cucumber tomato salad first. I really don't like meal prepping this one more than a day in advance or so because it gets kind of mushy with the tomatoes. So I'll prep the meatballs beforehand and then just make the salad fresh each day usually. Maybe you could do 2 days, and I am whipping out the vegetable chopper for the onions because onions make my eyes water really an absurd amount. I tried the trick where you put a wet paper towel by you and it kind of helps, but not fully. My eyes are definitely very sensitive, so we are not messing with the onions today. My mom had to go to the store for me too. She just walked to go get panko breadcrumbs for me because I was out. I don't know how I was out. So that's why we're doing the salad first and not the meatballs. Whoops. Oh, that's a bad one. Look at that. I don't really think this works for cherry tomatoes. I've only done it with the bigger kind, but I'm just gonna try one. Okay, I don't like how that worked with these because I feel like it just made the insides kind of mushy, so I'm just gonna have those. I will say the recipe does say you could use Roma tomatoes and that would make it less mushy, and then you can make it farther in advance, but I just always like cherry tomatoes more. I don't know if that's actually true though. I feel like if I did a blind taste test, I wouldn't even probably know the difference. I'm doing the onions last because even having them chopped around me in the salad will make my eyes water. Also, last night I tried the trick where you place cherry tomatoes between 2 lids and then you're supposed to be able to slice through them, and that is a trick for slicing them faster. It did not work for me. I don't know why it didn't work, but I will just be doing this the regular way. I feel like that is good now. I am going to put the tomatoes into the salad later so it does not get as mushy. Then add lemon juice and olive oil to this tonight too. But that will at least make dinner go a lot smoother. Now it is time for the meatballs. Sorry, this is disgusting. Meatballs are done and it is perfect timing because I need to leave for Pilates in 30 minutes. So we will definitely be doing the breakfast and snack prep tomorrow, which I'm okay with. I think I wanted to make sure I was easing into getting back into my routines instead of feeling like there was one big checklist and I had to do everything immediately. That never makes me feel good. So I'm trying to remind myself to just go at my own pace. Whatever I get done from the list is going to be good enough for that day. I need to review this week's YouTube video. So I think I'm gonna go to the gym after Pilates and do 3:30 on the treadmill. I am not someone who likes cardio at all, but I do like 3:30, so I'm trying to add that into my schedule a few times a week or just go on some walks outside. I really love nature and being outside, so now that it's finally spring and it is staying out later, that is something that I want to get back into my routine. I feel like a theme that I keep talking about is feeling grounded, but walking outside is one of the most grounding things for me. I do think walking on a treadmill, it's not as grounding for me, but it still does make my body feel pretty good, which is why I think if I'm gonna have to watch something on my phone for 30 minutes, I might as well just do it while I'm doing 3:30. So then I've done that for the week too. Tyler's gonna be home kind of late tonight, so I am not gonna be in a rush to get home and finish this up after Pilates. But my meatballs are done. I'm so happy. This feels really good because I'm just going to Pilates and I feel like I can enjoy my workout and then enjoy the treadmill walk and not be thinking I might be tired after and I have to come home and make dinner. It's already made. So that is what we're off to do. I think I'm avoiding going upstairs to change, which is really silly because that's really easy to do. I have 20 minutes now though, so I better go do that. Gym and Pilates are done. That felt very nice. And now I have behind me all of the sides and condiments, spreads I think, set up for the meatballs. I think I'm gonna do a bowl. Sometimes we do pita. Well, Tyler does because I'm a broken record, but I don't have a gluten-free pita that I like. If you have a recommendation, let me know. So I always do mine as a bowl pretty much. And I am making cauliflower rice and jasmine rice and kale. So I wanna do a mix of all three of those. And here is everything I am having with it. Pilates is truly one of my favorite things ever. I've been having a lot of fun now that I have a machine at home. And when I'm not doing it, I think it's one of the things that makes me feel the most out of sync because you really have to focus on what you're doing when you're doing Pilates. So I feel like the mind-body connection, as they call it, is really strong. So your mind can't be wandering to a million different places. And there is a lot of focus on breath. So even though I don't always do breath breath work. I feel like I'm getting some of the breath work benefits when I'm doing Pilates, and it always helps me recenter myself. So I'm very happy to be back in this routine. It is time for breakfast prep. I got this pan. I think it's actually for brownies if you like the end pieces of brownies, which that is weird. The middle is the best, but that is what it's meant for. But it will make the egg bakes in the same shape as the Starbucks ones. So I feel like they'll feel like a real dupe versus making it in a casserole and cutting it. But that would work too if you do not have one of the pans. This is perfect timing because my egg bakes just got done and I have my energy clearing tonight, which is something I do once a month. It is another one of my favorite things to do. So perfect with the reset week theme. So I am going to go there soon. I need to walk the dogs first and let those cool. And I think we're going to be making the protein dip another time. My refrigerator is very full, so that is going to be my excuse for now. I am feeling very refreshed after the energy clearing and so happy I'm back in the Pilates routine. So now it's time to add back in journaling. This is something I have missed so much. One of my favorite methods is From the Artist's Way, and it is stream of consciousness writing. So you write 3 full pages or around 30 minutes of whatever comes into your mind. And this is usually done first thing in the morning when you wake up, so you can really get to your subconscious thoughts by the end of those 3 pages. But if I don't have time for it, then I like to add it in whenever I can during the day. And if I don't have time for the 3 pages, I think something is better than nothing. It was so cute that Coco joined me for this entire session. I think she was very happy her siblings did not decide to come upstairs with me for once.
What are you doing in there?
I'm not always an unpack your suitcase the day you get back from your trip, so we are just getting to the unpacking today, and Freddie had a lot of fun during this with Fetch. And it was finally time for laundry day. I had been putting this off, but it feels very good to get it done and have some of my favorite clothes clean again. I also wanted to make sure to give myself a little time to do one of my favorite things and relax a little bit, because I am definitely more of an introvert, and while I love traveling and having guests in town, one thing I really need to do to recharge and reset is spend some time alone, and there is nothing I like to do more when I am by myself than read. Thank you so much for watching and hanging out with me this week as I get back into my routines.